Greetings, family. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Thank you so much for tuning Black in. The Melanin Report 360, the Melanin Report 360, the Melanin Report 360. I am your host, Deanne. I hope you all are having a beautiful day. It's quite lovely here. I don't think it's as hot. I'm going to go out right after this report and do a couple of things on the patio and then venture out. So thank you so much for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, follow, like, share, subscribe, follow, like, share, subscribe, follow. So I titled this chat report, Heal Thyself. Heal Thyself. So because I've been seeing so many, it seems like it's off the chain commercials on pharmaceuticals. So the fact that let me go ahead and read the fair use disclaimer before I don't get any trouble. Okay. So copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, teaching, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. So thank you so much. So again, happy Tuesday to one and all. And I was really taken aback of seeing all of the pharmaceutical commercials. So the time slots, obviously, they're prime time. If I watch any type of news or whatever, I'm not going to put a plug for any particular show. On occasion in the evening, I will maybe, for entertainment purposes, that's how I take it. Entertainment purposes only, I will go in and watch a news report. And during the commercial, I mean, the time slots for commercials, those are like very expensive, like millions of dollars per slot, you know. So not everyone's going to be able to, get in those time slots, because of pricing, etc. So the fact that it is pretty high, we know that these pharmaceutical drugs are front and center in our lives. And many people, obviously, they're selling the product. So not to say anything disparaging on the pharmaceuticals, but if you're able to heal yourself, how about that? So it's going to take discipline. It takes a lot of effort to stay out of the doctor's office. I'm just saying. It's so easy to go to the doctor. I don't even have any notes, so this is from my heart, speaking from my heart, and my beliefs of what's going on, and it just boggles my mind. So if you spend any amount of time in the doctor's office, in fact, I think in Asia, or I think it's Asia. I don't, or China. I'm just saying. Okay, in those countries, if you go to the doctor, if you have to go to the doctor, you don't pay. Imagine that. You do not get a bill because they haven't done what they are there to do. They're there to keep you out of the crazy spot of pharmaceuticals and this and that and the other. So I think they heal with tinctures, and I've been to a couple of for many years, many years. I've gone to Oriental medicine. I've gone to holistic. I've gone to fill in the blank. Okay. So I just don't have it in my mind that I cannot heal my temple because I'm in this body 24/7. So I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm not doing. I know that I'm drinking a lot of water. I know I'm not drinking soda. I know I'm not drinking wine. Any, maybe once a quarter. I don't even have any wine in my house right now. So it just depends on what you're putting in. And we've talked about this before. So if we're putting in um, awesome food, we're meditating, we're starting our day that way, the list goes on. We should be able to stay out of the doctor's office unless it's like an annual checkup. So I want us to empower ourselves, not going every time. One friend, I mean, she's a dear friend. She's in California. Um, I hear. I mean, we talk. We talk maybe a couple of times a month, a few times a month, and it's always um like she's, I don't want to say on the wheel, but I know there's so many things that are going on with her, um and her husband and this and that. So I want us to try to challenge ourselves to take the whole, going to the doctor outside of the like to say I'm going to the doctor for a final checkup or annual checkup. But we're going to the doctor wholesale. Like every time I turn around, someone's going to the doctor. And when I say someone's going to doctor, without exception, let's just say you're having a cough. You're having a cough. Okay. So what are you eating? Are you eating a lot of dairy? A lot of mucus forming things? So we don't want to own our stuff. I have someone in the family that has a diagnosis, and you know that person can heal from within. I do believe that because I've done it. I will say that. It's gonna be in my book coming out end of the year. But we always put something to someone else to take care of. I'm not gonna say we're lazy, but it's easier to take a pill versus going deeper and going down in the rabbit hole to find out, why am I fill in the blank? Why am I sluggish? Why am I not sleeping well? Blah, 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 blah. So we have the power to choose. We choose every day. We choose every day. We make conscious decisions every day on our health, our wellness, etc. So I haven't gone to the LA Fitness yesterday, today, so I'm going to go tomorrow. Um, I'm going to run my errands and all like that. I say all that to say I'm preparing for LA Fitness. So what I'm going to do, if it's the evening, like right at dusk, I'm going to walk down to the park. It's not even that far. And when I walk to the park, I think round trip, to the park, and then I circle it 2 times. And when I come back, it's like 3 miles. So because I'm not going to play fitness, I'm going to do something instead of just sitting in this house and running little errands and stuff like that. I owe it to my body. My body is like, what's happening? We haven't been moved recently. 'Cause I went to the gym, I believe, Saturday, and so now it's been 3 days. So I recognize, hey, I've got to move. I'm not going to go to the gym, but I am going to go walk, especially not right now, as it's probably peak of the heat. But we have to do our due diligence to stay out of the doctor's office. It's not a hobby. Oh, I had to go to the doctor. We should have a sense of defeat if we have to go in the doctor's office day in, day out, three times a month, blah, blah, blah. I mean, what? I mean, that's not how we're put together. We're melanated. So we should be the last to have to rely on doctors, if you will, because that's not a natural thing. have to go to the doctor because we have pain, we have discomfort, we're not eliminating properly, etc. So, I want to challenge us to, let's just take a moment to say, hey, what am I doing? What's in my refrigerator? What am I thinking about half of the day? If you're thinking about stressful things, blah, blah, blah. I know this is a stressful country. If you let it absorb, we're a big sponge. If we're absorbing the drama, that's what we will produce. So we don't want to produce that. We want to produce goodness, greatness, divinity. We know that's in our body. We know that's how we came here, loving, kind, peaceful individuals. It wasn't until we got here that, not exclusively, I will say that, but we didn't know anything about killing and all this crap and crazy. This is not, we're out of our element. This is out of our zone of what we know to do. So when we know better, we do better. And so I'm here to say we have to drink water. That's first and foremost. We have to drink water. Now, this is an alkaline water. It's 8.8, 8.8, and that is the pH is 8.8. So this is a good water. And the water I get, the water machine, not machine, but the water dispenser, because I don't have the cold, hot, at the bottom. I don't have, I just want to have room temperature water. But this is usually 10, 10.0. This is the highest. This is even higher than, this. This is from this jug. This is from this dispenser. So this is a 10.0. I only can get it from the spot around the corner, which is really good. So, we have to do our part. We cannot rely on medical institutions. They're there to make money. So don't be fooled. We want to be in a position to stay out of the doctor's office because, like in China, I believe you don't pay when you end up in the doctor's office. You do not pay. I believe I have a few friends that have been over to China, and they have wellness centers on every block, like acupuncture, reflexology. It's on every other block. I mean, that's a part of the culture. So the part of our culture is fast food. That's a part of what we see. We don't see. I mean, where I live in Phoenix, we have a lot. I'm not trying to say here. We have a lot of alternative. I have a I need to go. I've never done this, but I am going to do this. It is a flotation. It's a flotation. You can float in the water. And I think it's like $50 for an hour or something like that. So that's nothing. And that, like, it's calming. I toured the facility. And so I had one service done, and I'm going back because, I mean, it's calling me. So we need to feel a sense of something calling you instead of fast food. Fast food, in my time, my young years, would close at like midnight on the weekends. I mean, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. No, 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 no. In New York, no, no, no. You couldn't get anything after a certain amount of time. You trying to buy something, and no, probably 10 is okay, but 12, 1 in the morning, that ain't gonna happen. But now that we have access, we have the filter and say, I don't need to eat XYZ. I need to prepare at my home. Preparation in your home is ideal. Now that we have, I saw like 2 or 3 commercials on pizza. I think the top 3 pizza places, the national chains. And I saw that. I mean, it's like, now we have groceries that are going to be delivered. I mean, we don't have to do any work. Just pick up the phone or go to your phone. Go to your phone. I mean, I can order anything from my phone if I use those systems. But now they have preparation of food. You just open up and even put it in the microwave, which I don't use. I don't own a microwave, but I have a toaster oven. The same thing. But you know, I just don't understand when we see all of this. Are we connecting the dots? So we see the fast food commercials, we see the pharmaceutical. So one feeds the other. One definitely feeds the other. So when we pull out of this whole, you know, fast food world and crazy and all, I mean, I know the guy that did the McDonald's fast food 30 days. That's all he ate. 3 meals a day, fast food. And he gained so much. And, he went and got his numbers before he did those, his blood work, excuse me, blood work prior. But he was probably, 180, 6'1", average size, and he was at the end of the 30 days, he was like two something, and his blood work was just, you know, out of sorts. So it took him a lot of time. I don't know, but I'm sure to correct that if he was able to, you know. So we have to do our part. We cannot sit and say, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. No, it's too much is at stake because our health is our wealth. We've heard that. So we can heal ourselves. I'm here to tell you, I know firsthand, if you're able to, number one, prepare your food at home. It may not sound sexy, but it's helpful. Prepare your food at home. I usually pick up some vegetables like organic. I try and get organic most of the time. A lot of things aren't organic right now, especially out here. But by July, well, yeah, we should have some right now because we get a lot of things from LA, California. So we get a lot of produce from California. And we have a lot of produce here. We have some, I don't think it was apple trees. We have some citrus, so we have, some food that grows here naturally. But we really have to do our part because we can't, like, 10 days or 10 years of doing crazy food, not exercising, not doing what we know. Intuitively, the body wants to live. That's a goal. That's the goal of the body. The body wants to live, period, period. But when you do things counter to that reality, the body is so awesome and so divine, it's going to let you know. You're going to have diarrhea. You may have, rashes, skin rashes. I don't have any rashes, you know? So I'm saying there is a formula to live right and eat right. And what I'm saying is if you can, if you see this to be important in your life, see, it's important in my life because I don't waver. I don't say, oh, well, no, 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 no. It's a formula. If I eat home, I prepare food here, number one. I have a brand new kitchen. Why wouldn't I do anything else? So I enjoy my kitchen. And so we do that. We get good fresh vegetables, fruits, nuts, and grains. That should be your standard. Like I cook greens. We get organic out here. Greens. Sometimes I'll mix in cabbage, and sometime I will mix in spinach. I'll make a medley of vegetables, and put it in the pot. no meat, just season with seasoning. You don't have to have meat and cook the meat all day and then throw the greens in there or whatever. I mean, I grew up on that. I'm not trying to say, my mother didn't do, what she knew. But I have to, kind of stop this whole craziness. And it's just amazing how the body responds. The body will respond to proper eating, proper nutrition, exercising. The body is all knowing. It wants to stay here. But in our mind, we have to have sugar, 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 sugar. We have to have salt, 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 salt. And it's like, enough. No, no. Now, everyone isn't perfect. I'm not expecting perfection. But what I am saying, if 90% of your diet is fruits, vegetables, nuts, and grains, that is, you're on a good track. You should be eliminating properly. You should be sleeping properly. I sleep like a baby. I get in that, I don't know, like 9:30. I am not tossing and turning. My mind is clear. Like I said, I end my day with meditation. I start my day in meditation and then I begin my day. But, this is what we have to do because we know we're up against crazy stuff. No, we are definitely doing our we know our tags are going to be good. There's no reason we're not going to break the speed limit. It's no reason to do. We want to live. The body wants to live. So when we know that, when we know better, we do better. And I am imparting information that can be helpful to someone out there, I'm sure. So the skin is considered the colon. So so above, so below, somewhere in there. So if you see someone with acne, puberty, I get that. You're changing hormones and all like that. Hormones are reared up or whatever. But if you are eating properly, it should not matter that you're in puberty because the skin is the colon. If you're eating properly, it's not like eating 100% good, good, good all the time. But if 95% of your diet is spot on, I mean, your body is going to show it. You're not going to see a person that is 35 looking like they're 85, 75, 65, because they're pulled over. That's not usually in our genetic makeup because I know some of the women at Play Fitness, when I go to a locker room, there may be women in my age group that's kind of that hump look already. And it's like probably maybe younger than me. So we have the genetics on our side. It's definitely so amazing that we came here melanated. So we have the benefit of being melanated people on this planet because the sun is our friend. We don't have to hide from the sun. The sun is the giver and sustainer of life, you know? So to be, oh, I gotta put my sunscreen on, that's not our reality, So check my book. I had a copy down here, but oh yeah. Oh no. I thought I think I took it upstairs. The Melanin Diet, The Melanin Diet is my book, and I'm still selling well. I'm still selling it. It's still moving. It's new material for pretty much most. And I outlined so many things in that book. And I've had a lady, she ordered one. I remembered her name was kind of rare. And then she ordered another one last week, because I want people to be able to hold a book. It's not like, I want you to scroll up and not have, there's something about holding a book in your hand. And that's the beauty of being able to read, write, and understand. The information is key. Information is key. So I don't want to belabor the point, but we definitely see the connection of the pharmaceutical world, and then we see the connection with fast food. I'm just saying, when we see one, we typically will see the other kind of go hand in hand, unfortunately. Because we are melanated people, we should be living here 80, 90, 100 years, Even the cesspool of crazy, this country is, boom, boom, crazy. But even with that, if we do, this is all we can control. I can control this body, mind, and spirit. That's the only thing I know I can control. And you can control your mind, body, spirit. So why are we feeding pharmaceutical machine by eating all the fast food, not having a window? Like I eat pretty much, I'm going to say my last meal is 6:30, something like that. And I'm saying PM. So I'm not eating till 11, 12 o'clock. You know, even if I am up on the computer typing, I don't have maybe just some water. Water. My body runs like a machine. My body runs like a machine. Even at this age, it will run like a machine. Because, we're ageless beings anyway. If you're doing things that is going to be a short, you know, road to disaster, we don't want to do that. The body wants to survive. The body is all knowing. We really want to have a healthy journey on this planet anywhere you go. So let's do our part, because pharmaceuticals, they are making gazillions of dollars, especially off of Black and brown people, because we don't want to do the work. We rather take a pill than to say, why am I not sleeping well? Let me examine that. What's going on in my mind? What's going on in my heart? What's going on in my spirit? We don't want to connect all those dots. So I want to empower you to, take a moment to assess, 2 to 3 bowel movements a day. Having one bowel movement every other day, I know some people out there, they're not having regular bowel movements. They are maybe one every other day. Maybe. If you're eating a lot of crappy food, no, it's just full of salt, sugar, processed, 100% processed. It's like, why? What are you doing to yourself? And we're burying people younger and younger and younger. And that's we're melanated. Why would you not take care of this temple? This is the temple of God. This is where the temple of God lives, you know. And so we deserve to live healthy lives, period. And we can make choices. We make choices every day. We can find things to do or not to do, you know. So take my words, pass this video on. I know that it's helpful for people to, talk about it, have a conversation, have a discussion. What's Deanne talking about? Why am I not having 2 bowel movements a day? Why am I only having one every other day? I know there's some people out there. I hear from you, I have a lot of clients that, trying to get them to the 2 bowel movement level, because that is showing the system, your body system is working fine. And I'm not saying diarrhea, I'm saying form, stool, bowel movements. That is the barometer of, 2 to 3, 2 to 3. I'll stay with 2. If it's a 2, that's good. But one every other day, one bowel movement every other day, that's not, you should be investigating that. And to investigate, you have to do the work. We have to do the work because it's not about coming home, sitting down in front of the TV and, eating whatever. We don't even have a filter. We don't have a filter of saying this isn't right for me. I have a pendulum. I'll say this in closing. I have a pendulum, and I think I shared this before. But whenever I'm buying something, and again, it's fruits, vegetables, nuts, and grains, most part. I don't eat any meat. Maybe seafood on occasion, and maybe yeah. I don't do anything else. But I have a pendulum. I think I have it right now. I thought I had it. Oh, here it is. So I have a pendulum. So my pendulum, and I slept with it for like 3 nights. That was what my Baba told me. Get that energy to you. So this is my pendulum, and I check to see. I will establish a yes or no when I will say, my name is Deanne. My name is Deanne. So it'll give me a yes. And then I will say I have 3 sisters. So that's a no. I know that's a no. So it will give me my no. It's usually opposite of yes, right? So when I'm eating something different, I take this in the store. Just say, is this a good for me? This is like this is saying, um, if this is good or if it's good right now. It could be not good right now. So I will put it back. And then, another week, if I'm feeling it, I will say, I'll check the yes or no. And then I will say, is this a good product? I mean, people are out here, nobody's like checking for this because they like everybody doing something. But when I don't have the pendulum, if I forget it, I leave them at the house. So there's another way. If you take a product or whatever, supplement or whatever, and you, when you hold it in your hand, so I'll say circuits in the clear, when you hold it in your hand, and if you fall forward, it's not like an aggressive, it's not going to be like a jump. But if you fall forward, it's not good for you. But if it falls back to you, it's good. So let's do it again. So if you have it something, even if it's a potato, okay, if this is something for you to eat today or ingest, blah, 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 if you fall into it, it's coming to you. And like what? No, 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 no. I'm sorry. If it is falling, if you fall back with it, it's for you. If you fall forward, it's not. Yeah, it's not. So coming back, you have it in your hand and it comes back. It's saying, I need this. I need this. This is good. I do it with my supplements. And we have an internal clock and watch and rhythm of our bodies. We've just lost some of this, unfortunately. But this is if we don't have that pendulum, like I said, so if it's for you, you're gonna fall forward. And if it is fall back and it's like, no, 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 it needs to go away. It needs to go away. So let's do it again. You have something in your hand and you're saying, okay, is this a good product? Is this a good apple or whatever it is? And you close your eyes, and if you fall just very slightly back, So you're taking it in. Likewise, if you like a little slightly forward, should not take it. So we have to find these tools in our tool belt because our people are dying, and we're not all going to stay here. Obviously, we all have an expiration date, but I know some of my immediate friends, they're no longer here. You know, it's a whole nother story that'll be in my book. But it's sad because these were women younger than me and old and my age, and they passed a few years ago. You know, one lady, without going into her name or anything like that, um, she was when I first met her in the 80s. That's how long I knew her, and she was like totally like cooked at home and this and that, and she had a townhome, really nice in Charlotte. She lived in Charlotte, and she was cooking really good. I would say she was vegan at that time, totally 100% vegan. I don't know, when she went to New Jersey, something about New Jersey. But anyway, I'm originally from Brooklyn, but I know about Jersey. But she got into like a fast paced kind of job. She was eating on the go. She was eating fast food or whatever type of food, 2 or 3 times a day. She would just pick up because I would talk to her. Oh, I picked up dinner, and I was like, I would hear that and I was cringing, but I was like, okay, she's on. Well, anyway. So when well, she had a diagnosis, and it was an aggressive form of, anyway. So she passed on, I want to say 2016, 2016, 17, somewhere in there. And we were the same age. I was born in September. She's born in May, 63. So we can do our part. Don't be fooled. We can do our part. Stay healthy. That's the key. Regardless of what's going on the news, whatever. We can not eat all the stuff of our ancestors. That was for survival mode. We know better. We know better. We can do better because there's no reason for us to be checking out, anywhere close to, let's just say 75, 80, the youngest, you know, because we know we can do better. When we know better, we do better. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Share this video if you can. I don't have all the answers, but the ones I have may help save someone and perhaps put someone on the path, the best path. Not trying to say a 99% pristine. I eat popcorn on occasion, organic popcorn on occasion. I'm not trying to say I am, I'm not going to do, I'm not going to be paranoid and crazy. But we know when we're eating well. We know what we feel, how we feel. We're not bloated down. We're not falling asleep. Because food is an energizer. If you're putting in good food, I had a protein bar. In fact, I haven't even had that much today because I had my protein shake. It's like a good shake because I have spirulina and I have vegan spirulina, protein, blah 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 blah, and some blueberries. I love blueberries in my shake, and I blend it, drink it. I even had a solid meal because I had that in a bar, and the bar was vegan. And I'm satisfied. I'm going to eat, probably a little bit later. But we don't have to eat every second of the day. And when you see these commercials and all that, it seems like, oh, they make it so inviting. We have to stop sign though. So thank you so much. Share, 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 like, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. This is Deanne coming at you live from Phoenix. Hope everyone stays safe. And again, share this video. It maybe can help someone. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Peace.